tweet, snap, tag. To older generations, these words have different meanings. As a part of Gen Z, we associate these words with social media. I myself have experienced the ill effects of the internet. Previously, I was not mentally mature enough to handle social media and homework. I would sometimes choose to go down a rabbit hole instead of working on homework assignments. Just as I let social media get in the way of my homework, I also let it hinder me from being more physically fit. I found it easier to get on the computer than getting to the gym. I am sure some of you can relate. Life is about choices. What you do with them make you who you are. Many in today's society look to their phones to find entertainment and validation. This is causing detrimental effects on the mental, the physical, and the academic health of students. Social platforms might give you a short-term boost of mood, but more usage equals greater consequences. Factors like FOMO, the fear of missing out, obsessive behaviors, and worrying. This is the first of the mental health issues. Second is anxiety. Anxiety is a double-edged sword. You can be anxious on social media, you can be anxious off social media. If you're already anxious, social networking can heighten these feelings. Lastly, in mental health, several studies suggest depressive symptoms such as low self-esteem are linked to online interactions. The Penn State study suggested that viewing other people's selfies lowered self-esteem because users compare themselves to the photos of people looking their happiest. Since I have mentioned the mental health effects of social media, next is the compromise of social media in a student's academic environment. The recent popularity of social media has caused more negatives than it has positives. One way is the increase in the potential of plagiarism cases, because information is a copy and paste away. Another negative is that students take the internet information at face value and not checking their facts. Social networking affects multitasking. Students who are involved in social media can have shortened attention spans. This causes a reduction in academic performance and concentration. Social platforms can cause a reduction in human contact and communication. The more time spent on social media, the less time is spent with people. This can cause a decrease in communication and social skills. Since the peak of social media, the use of standard language has become limited, leading the way for text-based communication. Since you have learned some effects that social media has on a student's academic environment, now I will talk about the physical effects that social media has on a person's physical health. The first is carpal tunnel syndrome. It is a common condition that affects hands and wrists. The next is CVS, or computer visual syndrome. You can get eye strains from staring at screens for too long. After this is fatigue. This is another symptom of overusing social media. If you are staying up surfing the web, you could be causing yourself multiple hours of valuable sleep. Next is going back to what I said earlier about exercise. Social media can cut into the time you use for exercising by surfing the web, going through feeds, checking your Snapchat scores, checking your streaks, or seeing how many retweets your last tweet got. This can hinder your outdoor experience and your gym experience. The final thing, and probably the most dangerous and illegal, is distraction. One of the most dangerous potential consequences of social media is distracted driving. Hashtag hands-free Georgia. You can even get hurt texting and walking. To wrap up, my main points are the mental health of a social media user, the effects of social media on the students, and the impact of a person on a person's physical health. In conclusion, I hope I have convinced you of the damaging uses of social media. Social media can be a blessing and a curse. I have given you the tools to which you can flatten the curve of your social media use. I would like to leave you with this final thought. Put down the phone, close the computer, and go conquer the world.